Thea, welcome back. It's been a while since we've done a random rambling video. If you've seen the title of this video, you see that it's going to be my WrestleMania predictions. Kind of looking forward to WrestleMania 39. There's a lot of stories that are coming to a conclusion that I want to see which direction WWE decides to go on. If you can tell by my shirt's kind of wrinkly, it's a work shirt. I got to go to work in about 2 hours. But let's start with this WrestleMania prediction based off of the, let's see here who I got in my tab. Pro Wrestling Torch. The WrestleMania 39 full match card. We know there's some matches that are supposedly happening, but they haven't been cemented just yet, like Ray versus Dominic or whoever LA Knight's going to end up wrestling, which I hope it's going to be Stone Cold so we can get a dummy, yeah. And then Stone Cold said, what? Dummy, yeah. What?
Yeah! 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 War games! Yeah! 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 Yeah!
And then they'll have a good little 5 to 10 minute match. Not sure if I'd rather have Stone Cold win that match because he just won at the last Mania, or if I'd like to see LA Knight win because I want to see that guy get pushed to the moon because he has all of the tools and weapons to be a main event wrestler. You could throw any strap on him and he's going to take that shit to the next level. But let's look at this match card.
Plus bonus content, including the roundtable reviews in written format.
Ain't getting no play on here. So we're going to start from the bottom. You got Usos and Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens and... Dang, I just set up. The Usos versus Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens for the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championships. We all know the answer to this. Owens and Sami are going to take the titles. I can see there being some kind of interference from either Sola or Roman, which will cause Jay to walk away from the Bloodline, finally being completely finished with the Bloodline in a whole. Or you could also just see Sami and Kevin just going over clean and it being a hell of a fought out match with Owens and Zayn winning in the end. If Jay and Jimmy win by some miraculous, there's going to be a riot because people don't want to see that happen. They want to see Owens and Zayn. They've been building this for months with Owens telling Zayn, hey man, stay away from those guys. And then Zayn having to fight for his life at the Royal Rumble. Was it the Royal Rumble? Or was it Elimination Chamber where he, nope, wasn't that. At the Royal Rumble where he hit Roman with the chair and ended that whole thing he had going with them. Now, he spent these last couple weeks recruiting Owens to come back, and they finally made up in that segment they had with Rhodes. But yeah, it's as simple as Roman. I mean, god dang, I keep messing up with Owens and Sami winning. Simple as that. I can see them splitting the titles up and the blue belts going back to SmackDown and the red belt staying with Raw, and then them having a tag tournament or something to crown the number one contender or crowning the champion in a whole. So then we have the Street Profits versus Alpha Academy, the Viking Raiders, and Ricochet and Braun Strowman. I don't really care about this match. I don't. None of those tag teams really mean anything to me. Braun and Ricochet, I'm not behind. I hate Alpha Academy. I'm cool with the Street Profits. I'm ready to see them jump ship and go to create a new hurt business with Lashley and them boys. But other than that, I could really care who wins this match. Street Profits win. Let's go with that. Gunther versus Drew McIntyre and Sheamus. Talking about a barn burner right there. That match is going to be exceptional. And since Gunther's already passed, Honky Tonk Man is the longest reigning IC champion. I can see him losing here at Mania. Not getting pinned. Sheamus will probably pin Drew because I don't think Drew gets the belt. I'm pretty sure Sheamus is going to win. And then you can just go ahead and just push Gunther to the moon for the title. He needs the big belt. I would like to see them get rid of the Universal title and bring back the big gold belt. I've known there have been rumors that said Cody wants to get rid of the WWE Championship and bring back the wing belt. Gunther needs the big strap. It's as simple as that. And he can lose here, not get pinned, which can cement his reign of Supreme, lose the belt, and go straight to the moon for the big belt. Winning King of the Ring and being crowned the champion there, or whatever the case may be. Gunther needs a big belt, and he can lose here. It's not going to hurt him at all. And Sheamus finally gets the IC title that he's been running towards for a while. Drew's here to have someone lose without having to pin Gunther. So, Sheamus wins. Edge versus the Demon King. They're saying it's going to be the Brood Edge versus the Demon King. This match is going to be bloody. It's going to be brutal. It's going to be hard-hitting. Finn's going to win. It's simple as that. He needs the win. He needs a real big win at a big stage like WrestleMania to help push him more up in the card for the big belt, because he deserves a big belt as well. You can't tell me otherwise. The guy's got all the tools in his belt to be a world heavyweight champion. It's going to be a barn burner as well. Edge and Finn are going to put on a classic. And it's just that simple. Finn wins, and go ahead and push him and Judgment Day into the title contention for every belt, because Rhea's also going to win. Spoiler alert. Seth versus Logan Paul. This one's obviously easy because their last couple interactions, Logan's knocked out Seth via curb stomp or whatever. Seth wins because he deserves it. He's probably one of the best wrestlers in the world. Definitely one of the best wrestlers in WWE with like AJ Styles. So Seth wins. It's going to be a good match. Logan Paul is definitely one of the best celebrity wrestlers to ever come through. That buckshot lariat he does, 3 chef kisses. Logan's going to put on a good match with Seth, and Seth wins in the long run. It's as simple as that. He deserves the win, and then you can push him. We may see Rhodes versus Rollins again, maybe for the belt. I don't care. Those guys are both great wrestlers. It doesn't matter who he goes against. You can see Rollins versus Gunther or Rollins versus anybody, and the guy's going to put on a masterclass. It's as simple as that. You know it. I know it. WWE knows it. The people know it. Rollins wins. Cena versus Theory. Cena versus Theory is a very questionable one because I know WWE wants to continue to push Theory to the moon, but Cena's that guy. And I could see Cena winning here and then having a U.S. title open challenge and then losing to someone debuting, Hayes, Braun Breaker, any of those guys. I could see it happening, but I can also see them keeping the belt on Theory. I say Theory wins here. But it'll be close. They're gonna put on a good match. I'm not a huge Theory fan. He just doesn't do it for me. Just like I'm not a Miz fan. Maybe it's just the persona. Maybe it's the heel. I'm the dick guy. I'm an asshole. And it's just not for me. Theory wins. Becky Lynch, Lita Trish versus Damage Control. The Legends win this one. They're not gonna bring in these guys to have them lose. It just doesn't make that much sense. So I could see all 3 of them going on a circular finisher, and then pinning. It's not going to be Bayley. Might be Io getting the pin here. But the Legends win. On to the next match. Brock Lesnar versus Omos. I can't tell you how much I don't care about this match. Omos is so green. He's so boring. He's so dull. Lesnar's probably going to get the win here because there's speculations of him retiring soon. And sending him out on a big hurrah after he hasn't really done much recently, having that boring feud with Lashley, which was vomit. So Lesnar wins here. Get Omos off the screen. He just needs to be like Braun Strowman was for the Wyatt family and just be the enforcer. Go ahead and put him into her business. Bring back Lashley, and bring in the Street Profits and Hayes and those guys, and just have this big-ass, all-black conglomerate of wrestlers who work together to push for titles. You have Lashley, and then you have Montez Ford, who needs singles titles because he deserves it. The guy's got the tools to. And then you have, like, Angelo Dawkins, Shelton Benjamin, and Alexander, all being the guys you could push for tag titles, and then almost being your enforcer, and then MVP being your voice box. Simple. I'm writing it out for you. Bring in Hayes, bring in the Street Profits, make almost the enforcer, bring back Lashley, and just have this all dominant black faction that just wreaks havoc around WWE. It's as simple as that. But Lesnar wins. Get almost off the screen. Bianca versus Asuka. I know they want to keep the title on Bianca because she's been so over since she's got the title last WrestleMania. But Asuka's got to win, man. She's been getting screwed. She's had good matches this year. She's been putting on a masterclass, definitely since she's changed persona, since no longer Asuka, and she's going by Kenta. I can't remember the name off the top of my head. But Asuka's going to win here. I don't know what's next for Bianca after this loss. She could be a part of the Hurt Business, too, because every faction needs a strong female lead. But Asuka's got to win because she didn't win the time after the Royal Rumble. Now, after the Elimination Chamber, you're going to tell me she's going to lose again? I would be sick to my stomach. Asuka wins. Charlotte versus Rhea. Not sure why Charlotte has the belt. She took it off of Ronda on a whim. Didn't make much sense, but Rhea's going to win. She's the best female wrestler right now, and push her to the moon. Put all the belts on Judgment Day if you want to. I could care less. I love them all. It's going to be huge for her. With this win over Charlotte, it's going to just skyrocket her to the moon, which is what she deserves because she's over with the fans. She's got the in-ring capability. She's good, man, and I don't know what else to say about it. Rhea wins. Move on from Charlotte, bro. Now for the big one. If you watch a lot of TikTok, you're on WWE TikTok or wrestling TikTok in general, you'll see a lot of people reacting to that sound of Roman winning at Mania. And, man, I tell you, if Roman wins at Mania, there's going to be riots in the city. Rose has got to go over. And it's going to come with a lot of bloodline issues with Jay and Jimmy and Sola interfering, Jay turning his back on them. There's going to be something. You mark my words, there will be something. But Rhodes has got to win. And I know I talked about it earlier in the video of he wanted to bring the Winged belt back for the legacy of his dad. But I can see Rhodes has got to win. And then he's going to turn over the Universal title. Or they might even, mark my words, they might even make it just for the big belt and then the Raw belt and then keep the SmackDown belt on Roman. And he keeps pushing for Bruno Sammartino's reign over what, 1,000 days or something like that. I could see that happening. But the time is short. And if they're going to do it, they got to do it now. But if they give him both belts, I can see Rhodes giving Triple H the blue belt and saying, do with this what you want to. You can see guys like Gunther, Rollins, Montez Ford, homer pick for me, all going after the blue belt once they take it off of him. So another match that could possibly happen is Ray versus Dominic. Dominic doesn't need the win. He's getting inducted into the Hall of Fame that same weekend, so Ray needs that win more than Dominic does. Those are all the matches that I can speculate or that are predicted to happen as of right now. I can look around the internet right now and see if there's anything else possibly that could be talked about that might be able to happen. But I'm not seeing anything. So those are my predictions for WrestleMania. Yeah, Rhodes has got to win. It's as simple as that. You could split the belts and have him only compete for one, or you can have him compete for two and then turn one over. He doesn't need both belts. One's fine. He's going to be an over face, and he's going to hold the belt for a while. And then you could probably see Gunther versus Rhodes at SummerSlam, or Rhodes versus Rollins, or the options are endless because you have so many guys that need to be pushed to the moon. LA Knight, Montez Ford. You're going to have young guys come from NXT like Hayes and Braun Breaker. Rollins deserves a strap. Orton will be back eventually. There's just so many guys that you could put the big strap on for the blue belt once they split them up, if they decide to, or if they decide to let him continue to hold that one and try to break Bruno Sammartino's reign. But that'll be it for today. Good little 15-minute long video. If you're new to the channel, make sure you leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and tell me some of your choices for the Mania predictions. We're at 107 subscribers. Just run those numbers up, man. We're on the road to 250. But until next time, I love you, boys and girls. Gambino Mafia. Crabman out. Peace.